All right, we're looking at solving algebraic equations. And so there's a simple order that you're going to follow to cancel out things and leave you with your goal of x equals. And that order first goes fractions. You're going to cancel out fractions first, then subtraction or addition, then division or multiplication, and then exponents or roots, and finally parentheses. So, it's not a great sounding acronym. SADMEP is if you want to remember it as an acronym, but again, just remember this order. So again, canceling out fractions first, then you move on to subtraction or addition, then division or multiplication, exponents and roots, and then parentheses. So let's see how that looks in action. So let's start off with an equation right here, and we have to figure out what x is. So first, let's cancel out the fractions. So locate the fractions, if there are any. Boom, there's a fraction. So we're going to cancel that out by multiplying by its opposite. So the opposite of 1/4 is 4/1. And so when we do that, that cancels out the fraction. But remember, we have to do that to the other side as well. That's the key of algebra. Whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. So 20 times 4/1 is the same as 20/1. So that's just the ones cancel out on the bottom. So you have 20 times 4, which is 80. So now let's drop x plus 8. You can lose the parentheses because the fraction is gone, equals 80. So now let's move on to the next step, which is canceling out subtraction or addition. We see we have some addition right here, so let's cancel that out. Subtracting by 8, that cancels out the 8s, and then we have to do that to the other side as well. 80 minus 8 is going to be 72, so we have x equals 72 as our answer. But we're not 100% done yet because we have not plugged it in and verified, so let's go ahead and do that. Plug it in for x, so we got 1/4 times x plus 8 equals 20. So when we plug in x, it should come out to 20, and then we know we're right. So as we see, x is 72, so let's go ahead and plug that in. So we have 1/4 times 72 plus 8. So we have 72 plus 8 is 80, times 1/4 equals 20. And when you go ahead and do 1/4 times 80, that's going to give you an answer of 20. So we have 20 equals 20, and that is perfectly balanced. Let's try another one. So we got 1/8 times x minus 3 equals 5. So again, let's go through our order. First, cancel out the fractions. So let's cancel out that 1/8 by multiplying by 8/1. That cancels that out. Got to do that to the other side. 5 times 8/1 is the same as 5/1 times 8/1. So we got 5 times 8 equals 40. Let's drop the x minus 3 equals 40. Move on to subtraction or addition. We see some subtraction right there. So let's cancel that out by adding 3. That cancels out the 3's. So now we have x equals 40 plus 3, which is 43. And let's go ahead and verify. So we have 1/8 times x minus 3 equals 5. So let's go ahead and plug in x, which is 43. So we have 43 minus 3 times 1/8, and that should equal 5 when you do that. So 40 minus 3 is 40 times 1/8. And that should equal 5. If you go ahead and do the math on that, 40 times 1 is 40. So we're going to have 40 divided by 8. 40 divided by 8 is 5. So we have 5 equals 5. Boom, perfectly balanced. Let's try one more. So we got 12x plus 4 equals minus 32. Let's go ahead and go through our order. Fractions, there is no fractions here, so we can move on to subtraction and addition. We do see that right here. We have a plus 4, so let's go ahead and subtract that to the other side. So 4's cancel out. 32 minus 4 is negative 36. So we got 12x equals negative 36. Let's go ahead and move on to division or multiplication. We see right here we have 12 times x is multiplication. So let's cancel out the 12s by dividing by 12. So that cancels out that 12. And let's do that to the other side. 36 divided by 12. So we have x equals negative 36 divided by 12, which is negative 3. So again, let's go ahead and verify. We're going to plug in negative 3 for x. So we got 12x plus 4 equals negative 32. X is negative 3. So we got 12 times negative 3 plus 4 equals negative 32. 12 times negative 3 is going to be negative 36 plus 4 equals negative 32. So negative 36 plus 4 is negative 32 equals negative 32. And there's our Thanos because it's perfectly balanced. Always remember, all equations must be balanced, as all things should be.